Hello and welcome back to the program. I am once again your host, Joe. This week we watched 1921's The Kid. It's number 51 on my list. It's on there because I needed something from the 1920s. It's a comedy drama, I guess. It's directed by and stars Charlie Chaplin. Charles Entertainment Chaplin. It's got an 8.2 out of 10 on IMDb. It's 68 minutes long. That's a pretty respectable length. Okay, so this film was super charming, which honestly feels weird to say about a film whose entire first act revolves around repeated attempts at child abandonment, but here we are. After failing to ditch a baby a few times, the tramp winds up raising the kid himself. That's when you start to see their dynamic. Well, after the time skip at least. He goes from, no, I don't want this kid, to, this is my kid, and I will fight you if you mess with him. And Chaplin's tramp character is aloof and carefree, and usually not depicted as having this much, skin in the game. He doesn't care that much. But there's a lot of really excellent shots that show that this is, he has actual genuine affection for this kid. He's raising this kid as his own. And in true tramp fashion, the kid and the tramp wind up becoming partners in crime, as it were. He's teaching him the family business of swindling and scheming. No public school for this kid. He's learning business the old-fashioned way. He's throwing rocks through windows while Dad tries to sell them replacement panes. I don't know, do I need to explain the tramp? Maybe I should explain the tramp. Charlie Chaplin came up with this character in 1915. He has the mustache. He wears the bowler hat. He wears overly oversized pants and giant shoes that sort of point out to the sides. You've seen this character before. This is Charlie Chaplin's signature character from the silent era, the Tramp. No name, just the Tramp. Often imitated, never repeated. This isn't the first Chaplin film that I personally have seen, but it is my earliest. He'd only been in the business for 6 years at this point, but he was already making huge waves. He was the highest paid actor in Hollywood, or at least one of them. Hell, the kid marked his first film with United Artists, which is a film distribution company that he co-founded. As he started this company with the original Zorro, Douglas Fairbanks, America's Canadian sweetheart, Mary Pickford, and the influential villain, D.W. Griffith. The company actually still exists, sort of. I say sort of because they're a subsidiary of Amazon these days. You may remember them from such films as Hot Tub Time Machine, Skyfall, Capote. Okay, so they've been defunct for a few years, but they're talking about bringing back the label. Supposedly the upcoming Highlander film with Henry Cavill is going to be under that label. I've been excited for that. I'm an old Highlander fan. I watched the TV show, I watched the movies, even the disastrous second film. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Hey, let's talk about the kid. When I was looking at the cast on this thing, I saw the kid's actor. He's played by a then 7-year-old Jackie Coogan. I was like, why does that name sound familiar? It turns out that he played the original Uncle Fester on The Addams Family. Also, there's some laws named after him that were meant to prevent parents from just taking all of the money that their child actor made and putting it up their noses. Coogan's laws, which unfortunately wasn't passed until he was 25 years old. They basically require that you take 15% of the child actor's earnings and put them in a trust so that the parents can't spend it. Yeah, it came a little too late for Jackie. I think it even came a little too late for Shirley Temple. But Mandy Moore and Macaulay Culkin would have benefited greatly from this. The Olsen twins, don't even think about it.
No way, Jose.
I also realized while looking into this film that Charlie Chaplin still has a living granddaughter who's in movies today. Una Chaplin, which is a little weird to think about because she isn't super old, and he was born in the 19th century. Charlie Chaplin is almost as old as Germany. How does he have a granddaughter who's around my age? She's gonna be in the next Avatar movie, apparently. Keep an eye out for her. She might be blue. I also have to mention, some of the visuals in this are makeup is not super advanced at the time. I know that Lon Chaney was doing ridiculous makeup way back when, and there's not ridiculous makeup here, but they did put some on some guys to make them look absolutely you can tell that these are supposed to be the bad guys. But I also need to really pay attention to this fella, because they gave him prosthetic cauliflower ear. which is like, it's something that happens to boxers and wrestlers, so this guy's clearly meant to be like a big bruiser type character, and this is such a weird detail to put in, but I love it because it's something that really would have sold for an audience in the 20s. Cauliflower Ear is actually why there's like sort of a social club for retired wrestlers that's called Cauliflower Alley. Yeah, I loved that detail. I picked up on it. It might not be something that a modern audience would pick up on, but for an audience when this came out, instantly, right away. So yeah, as always, would I recommend this film? Yeah, like I said, it's really charming. It's only about an hour long, and it's public domain, so if need be, you can watch it on Wikipedia, if you don't mind that there's no music to accompany. The Criterion release has a significant high-def upgrade, and there's an appropriate soundtrack to go with it. But whatever floats your boat, you know, if you really want to watch it, you can watch it wherever you want. The fact that it's public domain, I wouldn't be shocked if there was a version on YouTube with sound. I've not looked into it. But hey, speaking about watching things, what are we going to watch next week? 3, 2, 1, and go! Alright, the marbles are off, they're down into the horse plinko. Is this even horse plinko? They're bouncing off something, I don't know. Hidden Fortress is out front, followed by Playtime and Invention for Destruction. Bound, the first Wachowski sibling movie. Playtime way out there now. We're getting caught up on spinny things. And down in the bottom, there's another course for things to go down. Jigoku is out front. No, Jigoku is... Tokyo Story is dead. Playtime and Jigoku. Jigoku and Playtime. A Safe Place. Mr. Vampire. Mr. Vampire? Okay, Mr. Vampire was out front and then fell to its death. What the heck? This course does look a bit like hell. This course wasn't even the hell one. This is 6th bonus track. The Grifters, Francis Ha, the Day Trippers, Salon Bombay, all falling to their deaths. There goes Bound. Wow, there goes Jigoku. Safe Place, Fantastic Planet. Hard Day's Night is out front. Anatomy of a Murder, The Great Escape, Playtime, To Die For. There goes Alexander Nevsky off the side. Eisenstein will not be getting chosen this week. Anatomy of a Murder is out front, followed by The Great Escape. Playtime is trying to catch up. There's To Die For and Sorcerer. It is not their game, though, unless these guys get held up on something. The Great Escape is making a run for it. Hard Day's Night has fallen to its doom. The Great Escape has a significant lead. It has gotten caught a few times, but everything's going to get caught on those going by. The Great Escape, caught, followed by To Die For, which sneaks through. Okay, To Die For is now ahead of The Great Escape, and Playtime is right there too, by the great Jacques Tati. We watched Monsieur Hulot's Holiday last year from him, and Playtime is supposedly his magnum opus, so I had to put that on the list. The Great Escape, still out front, gets caught on that obstacle, which is what it's there for, frankly. Great Escape, going around to the right. To Die For, also going around to the right. It could. Is the Great Escape going to get stuck? No. Alright, the Great Escape has stuck the landing. Followed by... Everything's coming in now. This is pretty close up. Anatomy of a Murder, To Die For, Sorcerer, Playtime, Mr. Arcadon, Throwdown, Persona, Eyes Without a Face, and Master Builder in our top 10. Here comes Executioners, The Hidden Fortress, which I had hoped for, The Altered States, Pinocchio, Ghost Dog, Way of the Samurai, The Battle of Algiers. Here comes The French Dispatch. Godzilla sneaking past that obstacle over there. Pink Flamingos is last place of the finishers, it looks like. Godzilla and Pink Flamingos bringing up the rear. Wait, I was wrong. There's Don't Play Us Cheap. Are you even going to cross the line, Don't Play Us Cheap? You can do it! You can do it! Alright, it's official, our winner. The Great Escape. Wow. Alright, well I knew that was going to be coming up at some point. The Great Escape. Let me pull up my list. I know what it is. It's that it's Steve McQueen. He breaks out of a prison camp for prisoners of war. The Great Escape, 1963. It's on the list because I needed a war film. It's directed by John Sturges. I don't think the Motorcycle Festival is named after him, but you never know. Genre, adventure/war. 8.2 out of 10 on IMDb. That's a pretty respectable score. 173 minutes. This is a long one. Oh, gosh. Well, I knew it was going to come up. I knew it was going to be long. Honestly, Steve McQueen, is he a relative of Lightning McQueen? Oh, man. So, Steve McQueen, in short, yes. I also think you watched this movie in high school for history class. I wouldn't be shocked. And it's not exactly historical, but, you know, it's still set during the war, and North American schools, they love teaching about the Second World War. Yeah, Steve McQueen famously was he's a movie star, but he also loved driving fast cars. And I think that may have been how he died. So he may have been he may have been the inspiration for Lightning McQueen just a little bit. He did not say ka-chow, though.